Hello everybody and welcome on my YouTube channel. You are with Alandris for today a really special presentation because I'm in the server test and like you can see the server test is really generous with us because we are a VIP 20 with 500,000 gem. All our heroes are of the game, we can tell. You can see it, huh? All red 2. All full trained by the training camp, so it's really interesting because when you want to do some try, even with last hero, you can do it. You will have the perfect value for every hero, like you can see. It's really interesting, but it's not the subject of today. Today we will try the new features who will be introduced by Yukul in the future patch. It's the War of Gods. So the question that we have, it's what is exactly the War of God, how it's working, is it interesting? Is it not interesting? And I hope I will answer for all these questions. And don't forget that this test is like a beta test, if we can tell. So if you see something that you don't like, if you see something that you like, don't hesitate to comment below the video. I will take your point and give it back to Yukul. I hope it will make some progress. It's the target of the server test, and for the moment, for what I tried, I just began. It's not bad. Little points to improve. I will see. I will explain for you, so you will tell me if you are agree or not. So let's begin first of all by the rules. What we can see actually with my rank, but it's a little rank, it's the beginning, I can get this reward, so this is not interesting. We will see at the end of the rules which reward we can really get. So the rules: the War of God is subject to GMT, the battle time in the first day of the month until the last day of the month at 16, so it's 18, sorry. The rewards are sent on the player ranking, so it's not bad. The War of Gods arena mode unlocks when you have 18 heroes or more. For each season, players need to get promoted from level 1 till level 25 and then to legend level, so it means you have 25 level plus 1 extra level. It's like Hearthstone, if you know this game. 4. You will gain 1 star for winning 1 player and lose 1 star for losing 1 player. After winning 3 players in a row, you will gain 2 stars for winning 1 player. 5. For level 1 till level 5, you will not lose stars after battle loses. From level 16 to level 25, you will lose stars after battle loses. Interesting. When you reach legend level, you will not lose stars and you will gain 1000 initial trophies. Really interesting. It means if you success to be a legend, after you are legend, you will not go back till the other level who are lower than yours. So this is interesting. 7. When the season is over, player will receive reward according to ranking and the level. 8. Reward will be sent via email. In-game mailbox. 9. The arena mode are under best of 3 game. 10. In the arena mode, player need to set up the team in real time and need to add a substitute for each team. So you will play, you will see just after, but you will play with 5 hero. You will pick the hero, how to tell your opponent, after you will pick, after you will pick, after you will pick. It's not 5 and 5, it's turn by turn, and it's really interesting for strategy. And you will play 5 heroes plus 1, so it means when you will have your first hero who will die, you will have the 6 hero who will replace him. 11. In the arena mode, if you are not matched with an opponent for a long time, please try again later. Okay. 12. When the battle timeout, the player with most hero wins the battle. If 2 players have the same amount of hero, however, dealt more damage, wins the battle. So it's the same rules as in Grand Arena. Each time you win, you will receive a chest to unlock. You will not receive a chest when you do not have enough chest slot. So interesting too, because at the beginning you didn't see, but you have 2 slots who are free, and these 3 other slots are by paid, by gems. So first one is not so expensive, if I remember it's 1000, but the last one I think it's 8000 crystal to unlock. So it's a little expensive. If we continue, hero ability rules. All your hero will be set to fully leveled, skilled, geared and enchanted. So it's really interesting point. I didn't read this point before this video. It means when you have the hero, you will have the hero like the best player in the game. So you will not have the gap between a player who is paying crazy much and player who is not paying so much, by the quantity of hero I mean. All your heroes will remain the same star level and legendary statue. So this it means if you have one hero 3 stars, it will be 3 stars, it will not be 5 stars. 3 hero rules. 3 heroes are 5 stars, full skill, promoted, geared, and enchanted with legendary skill. Interesting too. You have 3 heroes free per day. Interesting. And if you have add a free hero, then the hero will also be 5 stars, fully skilled, promoted, geared, and enchanted with legendary skill. So these heroes are there. You can see it's 6 per day. So today we can tell that we are not really lucky because all the 3 heroes are not the best one in the game. But it's like that. We have this list, and every day the list will change. And finally, the reward. You can see that rewards are really exciting for the best player, because Legend 1, okay, this is just some component for the camp, it's not bad, but this 240 Soulstone in 1 month, okay, it's just the best player who will get this, but it's really amazing. 200 orange, 100 red. And if you get, for example, 1 rank, let's check the rank below, but even rank 501 till 2000, rewards are pretty beautiful. Let's down more, even 5000 till 10,000, 160 crystal soulstone. It's really nice. I think we will be able to complete our hero quite quickly if we are playing not bad. But this is for legend. So it means by month you will have something like 10,000 players who will be a legend. It's not bad. Little more, because even after you have 1 rank. After even level 25, 75, and if you go in the lower level, for example level 11 till 15, for sure this reward begin to be not so high, but it's still interesting, I think, because for in 1 month, I think it's not hard. I don't know, perhaps I tell a mistake right now because I didn't test deeply the system, but in 1 month it looks like not so hard to reach this level, because in 3-4 games I was level 4 without so much. About the ranking, it's simple for the moment. So you have some players who already play a lot. You can see that they are level 10. For me, I'm little far. I'm level 4 if I remember good. So I even don't know if I will be in the top. Yes, I'm 40 actually, but I didn't play so much. And you can climb your level little by little. It's not a problem. You have a new classement in the right side of your screen when you will check the classement in the left side in your main screen, right there, ranking. So if we continue, I will not search now opponent. I want to show you right after how it's working. This, when you win 3 match by day, you open this chest. This chest have 20-hour cooldown, and inside you have some resources, some gold, and some almighty soulstone, so not so bad. Battle report, you can see the result of your fight. So you can see that at the beginning, for example, this fight was really funny. I didn't get how it was working. I did some crazy bad team. After I get good cereal, and finally I lost 1 match. And personal record, this, it's interesting. It's your ratio of win-loss, and which hero you use with which success. You can see, for example, when I use Tarot Prophet, I have 75% of win rate, and you can go down. For example, it was my first fight with a hero who has been chosen randomly, and my Cat Fencers deals 0% of ratio win rate. You have also your favorite teams that you use. So it's not bad, it's interesting when you are watching your record. And now I will show you exactly how it's work in the fight in real time. Difficulties. So like it was explained in the rules, when you search an opponent, it's by real time. So it will search someone who is looking for a match too. You will match, I think, by level. not you will not match one level 1 when you are level 20. I think I still don't know. You see, I meet one level 3, so it's nearly like me. It's close, and the fight begins. So he will choose his hero. For example, he has still 20 seconds to choose. After it's me who will choose 2 heroes. So I begin to think, but I will check first of all what he will choose. He has 10 seconds. So this is the difficulty, I think, because sometimes you don't know where to click, and you are looking for a hero, and finally you don't have time to click, and it's random. So I don't know if he chooses or if he doesn't choose. I still don't know because it's strange. So I will pick my first hero, who give me some good possibilities, and I will pick the second one. I will pick like that. So I especially didn't give him so much information. So he don't know actually if I will play with Turtle Fighter, if I will play with someone else. And for me it's the same. I don't know what he's doing with his chaplain for the moment. Okay, I will have more information now. So I can continue to build. I will play my first team with a Turtle Fighter. Or not. I will see. I will play like that for the moment, and I will keep for after my last choice. You will see that it's a really interesting strategy. I'm checking who will choose, and my last pick will be one hero, my last hero plus the substitution. Okay, so we don't play with a Turtle Fighter, so it's not an obligation for me to play with Turtle Fighter. For the moment, I will try to play differently. Tac, 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 tac. And according to that, I will put the dwarf. Okay. And the substitution, I will play... No, not this one. I will play this one, who is not so important now. The substitution hero get one bonus of energy at the beginning of the fight to not be totally lost. So the fight is beginning with what we choose together. You have the detail of the fight, and what is interesting, all the heroes that I choose during this round, I will not be able to choose this hero for the next round. So you will see. Hop, I turn... Wow, I lost one of my heroes, but it's not a problem. I kill also Oz, and nearly the second one. So he has Amber Vanguard Warrior, sorry, behind, so we'll see, but it will not be so efficient actually in this lineup. Okay, he has heal. I'm afraid that I will be timeout. I think I will be timeout. It was 25 seconds and I didn't deal enough damage. We'll see. Perhaps I'm able to kill his Vanguard Warrior, but I'm not sure. All heroes are crazy trained. It's a little changing of the matchup. It's for the moment little difficult for me to understand exactly how it works, but it's crazy interesting. So I will lose the first. Okay. Second fight. So we can check quickly the statistic of the fight. And this time it's me who begins. So this time I will begin by something like that. I don't want to give him so much information because I lost the first round, so this one it's pretty dangerous for me what I will use. The time is pretty short. Hop là.
Everything changes.
Ok. I will use Amber to counter the witch. And now it's difficult for me because I don't think that he will use turtle, but he can do it. And I don't have so much choice. Tac, 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 tac. I know which I will use, but I need to find Devastator! Oh no, I didn't click. Oh la la, and it's a problem. I get the shit because I didn't click enough fast. And finally I get 2 garbage. Oh la 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 la. It's horrible. So I will lost. Manipulator was not so bad, but oh la la. So it's actually the little problem. I knew which hero I want, but the time that I find it in the list, the timer was over, and when the timer is over, it chooses for you totally random heroes, and when it's like that, it's done smelling bad for me. So I have really big doubt about the, about the capacity of this hero. Okay. We'll see, perhaps I will have good surprise, but I'm really not sure. Oh! Okay, we'll kill it. Ah, taunt is totally bad for me. Yeah, it's hard. And they are protected by the fly, and I have it's not really good for me what's happened. Okay. But like you can see, I was not crazy lucky by my choice. Oh. Perhaps by miracle I will win this match. But it was not planned at all. Okay, I win this one, but I don't know how. I will be honest. So, last round, he will choose first. We don't have a turtle fighter whom or me nobody has, so we'll choose something else. Yes, for sure. Okay. I will use Devastator, and I will assist with some heal. And to finish the fight, I will see, but I think he will use a Puppet Master. I don't remember if he used first fight or not. Okay, for me I will use this, it's the same. And by second one, this one is really nice in substitution, because when all the heroes are already damaged, you have Amber Blade who came in the fight and do some miracle. Okay, we'll see. This fight will be pretty close. I think if Queen of Curse do one miracle, he can win directly. If Queen of Curse do nothing, like she do usually, he will have some troubles. Okay. Oh, I put. It's not so bad. Yes, it's not so bad at all. I think I win. Queen of Curse, like I tell, qui do totally shit. She move Lightbringer in front and finally he lost fight who was nearly win. It's exactly the reason why I don't advise player to use these heroes. And finally I win, even with my second pick who was totally out, so we can see the result of the fight. And we will see that I will 1 star because it was around, and I go to level 5. So you see how are going on the fight. It's really interesting system. For me, actually, I will tell you what I'm thinking. I think it's the best features that we have in the game. It's a lot of part of strategy, much more than every other features in the game who are more or less with a big part of luck, and it's really interesting. I like it so much. I will now tell you what I think, what we can improve, what is already really nice. So let's begin by the good points for this War of God. First of all, the part of the strategy is really important. When you pick the hero, when you are watching the picking of your opponent, it's crazy interesting, and you can, for example, totally lose one fight or totally win one fight just because you pick better than your enemy. For example, if your enemy will pick Turtle Fighter first, you have solution. If your enemy will pick Dwarf Warrior first, okay, I will put one Vanguard team, you keep in the mind, and you will not show Vanguard Warrior, you will show, for example, the other part of your Vanguard team that he can't guess. For example, I lost one fight like that right before, my last fight before this one that you saw. I lost like that, I picked little fast, and I didn't think that my opponent will do that, and he do with one Vanguard Warrior team really smart, and he won without problem, because I get brain, we can tell this, I get brain. Part of strategy in one game who more or less lose a big part of his soul long time ago about the strategy. You check the arena now, it's useless. Really, I will not hide myself. I don't play nearly in arena. You have 99% of the same team who are fighting. The fight is boring as hell, and this feature is broken. Grand Arena is more interesting, but it's the part of luck is more or less important because of the blind. You know that you attack one team most of the time, but team 2 and team 3 are blind, and sometimes you can be outplayed, not by your fault, just because you don't know what the opponent has, and I don't like the luck. In Grand Tournament, it's the same, it's the RNG based 100%. Okay, you are constructing some important team with your teammate, for sure. You will not do totally shit because you will lose if you do it, but if you respect the rules, it will be by two teams at the same strength, it will be luck. Which strategy you choose, 90% of the times the fight will be decided by the luck of the strategy, and the 10% who are staying, it's which team you will meet in the scaling of the team. Sometimes one will do a 6 trick, you don't know why, because in front it's the same, just because first fight she was better than others. So no, it's a lot of luck actually in this game, and these features, even if the luck is still existing, remove a big part of the luck. Second point, as I read, I don't know if you understand like me, but when I read about these rules, hero ability rules, all your hero will be set to fully leveled, skilled, geared and enchanted. So it means whatever the hero that you have, when you unlock him, for sure, he will be like full hero, totally. So it's really interesting because for the little VIP who are not so strong and not so rich than VIP 19, 20 and doesn't have 50 red 2 hero, you will be able to fight correctly, not by the best way, because for sure you will not have a 5 stars hero, but it will be possible to do something. It's already really nice. The 3 arrows will help you a lot. When you have this peak, not, but rest of the time, I hope it will help a lot. So a lot of good points, really, I like so much. What now are the bad points? I can tell the time. The time is really short to pick the hero, and like you see, my second picking was totally shit because of me, it's my fault, but 30 seconds by the lag, by the, how to tell, by the looking for the hero that you want, even if you know which hero that you want, sometimes you don't recognize the pick exactly and you have not time to pick. So if they can add 5-10 seconds to pick the hero, it will be nice. And the second point with not so good, for me I think it's a good point, but for a lot of players I can understand that it's a bad point. It's time consuming. It means when you will begin, even if you have 1 month to grown up, when you will begin, if you want to grown up, you have to play regularly and not 2 minutes by day. If you play, I think by 30 minutes, 1 hour per day, this feature, 30 minutes, it's not bad. You can do some match and go up or go down or going down without any problem, but it will be time consuming for sure. For the chest, I don't know. These 5 chests are not working now. I can't open them, so I can't tell you what is inside. And this one, I open it and it's really not bad. By your side, if you see some good point or some bad point that you discover in this video, don't hesitate to comment, because it's the future of our game. Be sure that I will follow all the comments, constructive comments for sure. If you wrote it's really good or it's a shit, I will not follow this kind of comment. But if you have some constructive comment to add, be sure that I will follow this comment for you cool, and I hope they will take it in consideration. It's the principle usually of the test server, and when you have test server, the players are here for testing the features. Before that, it will be released with 99% of bug like it is usually, so I think it's a big step forward from YouCool, and we need to take advantage of this and to make our game going on. It's all for now. I hope that you enjoyed this video. The same if you want that I add something, or that I do one special video about War of God with one special team or something. Don't hesitate to contact me by line, by comments, or by my Facebook page. I will answer for you with a big pleasure. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.